guys, my name is Ari here, and in this video we're going to be having a look at VRA Veracity because a massive breakout is actually on the verge of happening. Now, a lot of people think that Veracity is dead, a lot of people think that Veracity is a scam, but look at this right here. If you actually look at this pattern right here, making higher lows on the weekly time frame, it's only a matter of time before this thing actually explodes. And we could see right here that on the weekly time frame, Veracity is in fact respecting this little pattern right here. So I know a lot of people have been impatient, a lot of people have been upset, a lot of people have been disappointed with the Veracity price action, but you could see right here that of course every pump we're gonna have some sort of correction, right? And these corrections are obviously getting smaller and smaller on the weekly time frame. I think that this can potentially be the reversal for Veracity because Bitcoin is on the rise right now, currently sitting at $41,000. Now, if you guys are in my Telegram channel right here, you guys would have known too long Bitcoin at 39,700 right here with a top stop loss at 36,500. Now, if we have a look right here, yes, I did tell you guys to long at 39,700, which was approximately right here. Now, I do want to have a look at Bitcoin because Bitcoin's king, Bitcoin's the leader, and the reason why Veracity is up 5% is because Bitcoin's up. But having a look right here, you guys can see that this was 39,700. Yes, Bitcoin did peak a little bit before. We were trending for about a few hours, I would say about 12 hours below this line. So we were actually down on our trade. If you guys use, 5x leverage, let's say, you probably would have been down 10-15%. But this is why that was not my essential stop loss. My essential stop loss was way below that. Now we could see right here that, of course, what happened is usually when we take a trade, we're not going to be in profit. Just because I call a trade, that doesn't mean it's going to bounce right off. I'm not a guru, right? So that's what's happening right here for Bitcoin. We were consolidating, came back above 39,700, and of course we are now up 4%. Again, if you were to use 5x leverage, you would have well been up over 20%. That is on a Bitcoin trade. Now you guys can see right here, my take profits are sitting at 42,000, 47,000, and $50,000. These are my all take three profits right here, and of course 42,000 right here would be essentially a 6% move approximately from our entry target, which would essentially be a 30% pump. So obviously things are looking pretty good so far for Bitcoin. Yes, we did have this massive dump right here. A level that we will have to watch will definitely be this level right here, sitting at 41,300, because the reason why I'm saying this is because we had a lot of rebound. We had a lot of rejections right here off the support, and we know historically that every time we flip a region, that region usually tends to flip to a support or a resistance. So right now we flipped support to a resistance, and obviously it's going to be very hard to essentially go above it. Now, if we do end up flipping this level right here, this level will ultimately be a new support for Bitcoin, and of course this is where all the demand is going to be. But it seems like a lot of people are attempting to short at this level right here. We're going to have to see what happens in the coming days, in the coming weeks for Bitcoin, and if this essentially gets rejected, because if this does end up getting rejected, we could see a massive move to the downside. But as of right now, it seems like we are seeing a bullish engulfing candle, which is looking pretty good. And by the way, guys, if you do want to sign up with Fairdesk, you get up to $100,000 worth of bonuses if you use my link in the description below. My Telegram link and my Fairdesk link will be in the description below. So diving into Veracity, currently trading below half a cent right here, market cap sitting at $54 million. We know that Veracity is actually a deflationary token. Now, why am I saying this? Well, the more people use click ad fraud and the proof of view, the more tokens will be burnt every quarter. So the circling supply in the next burn should be under 10 billion, which will create an essential supply shock. I know a lot of people are like, wait, Veracity is dead. This is not actual the circling supply. The real circling supply is sitting at 100 billion. That is actually not correct at all. The real circling supply is sitting right here. You could actually check the Vera wallet right here. And now, if we have a look right here on CoinMarketCap, you could see that the circling supply is fully verified. This is verified data right here. The CoinMarketCap team has verified the project circling supply. And of course, that's what it's sitting at. So 10 billion 249 million is the actual circling supply. So for those of you guys who are crying about VRA circling supply, you guys need to sit down, relax, stop with the FUD, stop with the bullshit, cut it off. And just because your bag is not pumping 100x in 2 days doesn't mean that, you know, you need to start funding on Twitter, be upset, etc. Okay, I'm still holding my VRA. I'm going to keep accumulating my VRA. If you want to stake your VRA, you could go ahead and do so. And the great thing about this is that the staking doesn't actually take it from the total supply, which is obviously fantastic. Okay, so having a look at VRA right here on the weekly, we could see that we do have a resistance right here. We had a nice little peak right here and a nice little peak right here. Now we know historically these levels do get weaker the more we hit it. So if we see a nice little break to the upside, you could expect a massive breakout on Verasity. Now, this is known as an ascending triangle. Now, ascending triangles, usually they start, you know, wherever they start. Let's say the first touch, you take it at the breakout. This essentially should be our target. So our target should be around 4 cents. Okay, so assuming you bought right here, you're looking at 866% pump on VRA, almost a 10x pump. Okay, this would bring us almost to the all-time high, which is approximately right here. Now, you might disagree with me. You might agree with me. I'm not saying that this is going to happen on a daily time frame, on the 4-hour time frame. We're looking right here on the weekly time frame, as you guys can see. So this is obviously a fantastic chart. Higher lows right here all the way on the weekly time frame, looking pretty banging, pretty bullish in my opinion. The fact that we had this nice little wick right here ending the week, or almost ending the week on a strong note, we could see right here that in 2 hours and in 2 days and 12 hours, this is when the weekly time frame will end. So obviously we have big moves coming before the weekly candle pretty much ends. And that's about it. If we have a look at the daily time frame and we pull the RSI, we could see the RSI right here does have a lot of room to grow, and it seems like we are willing and looking to flip to the upside. If we have a look right here at some of the volume has been okay, way better than before in the bear market. As you guys can see, the volume has been increasing in a pretty good way. And of course, stochastic RSI, guys, one of my favorite indicator. If we have a look right here on the weekly time frame, stochastic RSI are looking very bullish. And why am I saying that? Well, we know historically that every time we are below the 20 on the stochastic RSI, we usually end up popping to the upside. Now, guess what happened here on the stochastic RSI? Boom, Verasity was sitting at or below 20. The blue flipped over the orange on the stock RSI indicator. We were right here. We were oversold. Guess what happened? Boom, exploded. How much was this pump? Now, although it wasn't the craziest pump, we still saw a 150% pump. Now, can we see the same thing right here? If we do see 156% pump, this would ultimately be above our target on the weekly time frame, which would confirm the breakout. Now, like I said, I'm not saying this is going to happen in the next 2 hours, 4 hours, but if you are a long-term Verasity holder, you should expect a massive room. So why not accumulate right here? What are you waiting for? Now, of course, this is not really financial advice whatsoever, but having a look at Verasity, I will definitely be buying some more right here. And of course, as soon as we do flip and get that confirmation, I will most likely put a long. Now, not a 10x long, because we know that this could be very volatile, but maybe a 2-3x long right here on Verasity, a small position, because I doubt that Verasity is going to essentially drop 50% in order for my position to get liquidated. So that is what is happening, guys, right now on the weekly, on the daily, on the 4-hour, on Verasity. Things are looking pretty decent in my opinion. If you guys do like this video, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like, and I will see you guys in my next video tomorrow.